In this episode of the Afterwalk, we are heading off to KL to review the 15 to 35mm f2.8 Canon RF mount. Let's get going. Today we are reviewing the Canon RF 15 to 35mm f2.8 IS lens. Now this is the ultra wide angle lens and my goal is to show you the field of view of what 15mm is all about. Both the lens and EOS R are loaner unit for me to make this review, and these are solely my opinion as an excited user. It's been a while since I've made a trip to KL since the MCO, so I decided to stop by for a coffee at my friend's cafe before heading off to KLCC Twin Tower. Let me just fill you guys in a little bit. So this is Stella, and I've got my friend over here, Chien.
Hi.
I stopped by here for coffee and then I'll head over there. But I figured we should be able to get some really nice shot of this nice interior cafe at Stella over here. Let me finish my cup of coffee and then after that we'll start some shoot maybe. You okay? So I'm gonna get some photos of the counter of the cafe with the 15-35 lens over here. So I immediately see that's the logo, the place. What I'm going to try to do is to frame the machine together with the logo because this is a cafe, coffee, name. And that's me trying to be smart. Now turns out wide angle is difficult to control. Now this photo is straight out of camera and it's not going to be usable. I will crop out the sync, apply my color preset, and then correct the keystone. Now 15mm, it is really wide. So we do this. Your hands, just hold on to the other hand, just, yeah, like that. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Looks like we've got a slight problem. The weather's not cooperating. It's gonna be raining soon. But let's head to KLCC and check out the location, okay? Came across this scene over here. That's Daya Bumi, by the way. So I was walking underneath this pedestrian place. Kind of interesting. So I stopped by and got this frame. We reached our destination. This is KLCC. Still underground. The LRT. We gotta head up. Hopefully the rain haven't started yet. Guys, let's talk about the build of this lens. This is the 15-35 RF lens. Firstly, when it's attached with the EOS R, the camera size in relative with the lens, it looks balanced. Unlike the EF lenses, the 16-35, this one has a moving barrel inside the lens. In a way, this is their new way of making the lens to perceive smaller when you travel, especially when you keep this lens in your bag. The contact here actually look pretty good. I'm not sure if you can see that. So with the RF lens, you have 3 rings. We have the zoom ring over here, we have the focus ring, and also the control ring for the RF 15-35. Let's get going. I've got to say guys, there's totally no color for today's photo shoot over here. The light is quite difficult to work with. It is tough to review the lens with this kind of weather today. Now this lens has the trio factor. It's ultra wide at f2.8 and it's rocking the image stabilizer. The 15 to 35mm lens comes together with IS. Now if you're a photographer, does IS really help you? Not really, because at 15mm, a wide lens, we can almost handle slow shutter speed quite easily with our handheld. With IS, it gives you a peace of mind, I reckon. If you are shooting for videos, that's another story. Here's one tip. We can hand-hold steady a frame based on the focal length of the lens. For example, if we are photographing at 15mm, we should be able to get relatively steady shot at 1/15. With the image stabilizer, that will give us a peace of mind. I do not know about you guys, but I think this is quite an Instagrammable spot right here. This control ring over here, I programmed to control ISO, and I can quickly change my ISO if I want to using the control ring. EF lenses, they don't have this. What you're looking at is a 24mm equivalent on a full frame camera, right? And this is how 15mm looks like. I remember being at this spot and I was using my 20mm Sigma, and I couldn't feel the whole entire KLCC at the background together with the roads. But with the 15, no problem. Can you guys see how crooked the tower is? And that's called distortion, and it happens to all wide-angle lenses. Now you're looking at 24mm equivalent. At 15mm, it is going to be even much more exaggerated.
Here is an example of a distortion that happens to a wide-angle photograph. I don't have a problem with the distortion as I find it is a different kind of composition. But with Lightroom, I could simply transform the photograph to straighten the KLCC Twin Towers. We will certainly lose some pixel in the midst of the transformation. For my own aesthetic, I then apply my black and white Lightroom preset, export it to Photoshop and do a quick content of where to fill some of the missing skies.
I'm doing a time-lapse at 4K. Let's check out how sharp these photos are when I show you the results right now.
This image is photographed at f5.6 at 15mm handheld. Now I find that when I zoom to the corner, the lens is sharp from edge to edge. And my apology about the small little water droplets on the lens as it was drizzling when I shot this photo.
Guys, turns out even during bad weather, KLCC is just majestic to photograph. This lens is a powerhouse. It is really wide at 15, and at 35 it's great for street photography. If you're shooting weddings, this is a very wide lens for you to shoot games and whatever not. This is Canon's top of the line lens. It has the red coloring, it carries the L branding. It's definitely come with a price tag. If you're a working professional and you're looking to invest into something heavy duty and a really amazing kind of perspective, this is a good lens to purchase. Otherwise, it is good to have. And it's raining, guys. If you like this video, do click on the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next video. I gotta go. Guys, it was raining just now. Final shot here. I can't leave this place without shooting the golden hour. Look at how beautiful the tower is with lights. So let's get back to the location. Hopefully the rain don't get any heavier than this and we get the shot. So final shot, 30 seconds at f22 at ISO 100 on 15mm. Nice. Real nice.